Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. You're welcome. And I'm truly glad to have you all in here today. I'll be glad if you can just tell me where you're joining from. Just go into the chat and just tell me your name and where you're joining from. Thank you. Let's just do that quickly. Your name, if you would like us to know you, and where you're joining from. Thank you, where you're joining from, most especially where you're joining from. You can choose not to tell us your name for confidentiality reasons. Just tell us where you're joining from. Feel free to let us know where you are joining from tonight. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. I have Esther from the Netherlands. Thank you so much. So good to have you here today. Yes, you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome to tonight's evening of healing. And I'm so delighted to be the one that will guide you through tonight. So today we are creating a safe space. We are creating a gentle and non-judgmental space, a space where you can breathe, where you can release, where you can reconnect with yourself and receive clarity and peace. So that's the space that we are creating tonight. And I'd like you to know that there is no pressure here, as well as there are no expectations, no judgment, like I said earlier. Just come in as you are. And all that we discuss tonight here stays with us here, as it were. For this particular session, we aren't going to be having participants, have conversations with us or share where they're at. Is more of you reflecting. So there will be a lot of writing down. There will be a lot of journaling tonight. So if you don't have your journal with you, I'll just want you to quickly get your journal, get your pen, get your journal, because you will be doing a lot of that here. I want you to feel free to feel. I want you to feel free to rest if there is a need to do that. I want you to feel free to also just simply listen, even as we have conversations tonight. So thank you so much for joining. I hope we are all in a space wherein we are comfortable. I want you to be seated as much as possible, because we'll be having some grounding and centering exercises in the next couple of minutes. So if you're just joining and you have not told us where you're joining from, please do so. I have Pastor Oba from Aja. I have Florence from the UK. I have Esther from Netherlands. Thank you so much. If you've not introduced yourself, please feel free to do that. Please feel free to do that. So in the next couple of minutes, we'll be doing some grounding exercises. So I would like each and every one of us to be seated. I would like you to be seated so that we can take this session together, so that we can have your grounding and centering exercises. The first thing I would like you to do is to please place your feet flat on the floor. Place your feet flat on the floor. Okay, I have Tim Adiremi from Lagos. Thank you so much for joining. I want you to place your feet flat on the floor, and I want you to also place your hands, let it rest gently on your laps. So you're sitting upright with your feet flat on the floor and your hands placed on your lap gently. Then I'd like you to take a slow, deep breath in. So we are taking a slow, deep breath in and you release. So you take a slow, deep breath in. You release. So we'll do this together again. We'll inhale for 4 counts. We'll hold for 4 counts, and we'll slowly exhale for another 6 counts. So it is 4, 4, 6. So you inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 6 counts. I hope it's clear. Let's do it again. We inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 6 counts. So we go now. Again, let's inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 6 counts. Maybe I should count this time around. So we inhale for 4 counts. Good. Thank you so very much. Okay, so at this point in time, I want you to note the emotions that you were feeling when you were when you were when you were inhaling, holding, and exhaling. What is the emotion that you are feeling? What is the emotion that you are feeling? What emotion did you come into this place for? I just want you to name it, but you don't have to say it loud. Just note that emotion. Just note that emotion and, acknowledge that emotion with kindness. So tonight we are going to be treating ourselves with a lot of kindness. So that emotion with which you came into this healing room, I want you to acknowledge it with kindness. I want you to acknowledge it with kindness. We'll inhale again for 4 counts. We'll hold it for 4 counts and then release for another 4 counts. So let's do that again as you acknowledge the emotions you came in here with kindness. So we inhale with 4 counts. Thank you so much. At this time, I want you to let your shoulders drop. Don't be uptight. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaws soften and allow your breath to settle into the room. So I want you to feel relaxed. I don't want there to be any tension anywhere. Let your shoulders drop. Don't be uptight. Let it drop. Let your jaw soften and allow your breath to settle in here, in the room wherein you are. And I'm telling you tonight that you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. At this point in time, I am inviting you into a moment of quiet reflection. I'm inviting you into a moment of quiet reflection. And I would like you to bring out your journal. I told us to come in here with our journal. If you don't have it here, just have like a few minutes to do that. Go get your journal and your pen. Go get your journal and your pen. Thank you, Olabisi from Scotland. Thank you for joining. Go get your journal and your pen, or maybe a sheet of paper, but I will prefer a journal so that you can keep track of all that is happening here. And I'll be asking you some questions. These are like prompts that I'll need you to respond to. I hope we're with our journals and our pen. If you're just joining, thank you. We just did the grounding exercise. We ensured that our feet are flat on the floor, our hands on our laps, and we did some breathing exercises. We inhaled for 4 counts, held our breath for 4 counts, and released for 6 counts. So if you've not done that, you can do that while we are waiting for us all to come in with our journal and our pen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So for those of us who have already gotten our journals and our pen, I'm going to allow you to have this moment to yourself. The first question I want you to answer is, what am I carrying that feels heavy? What am I carrying that feels heavy? I want you to bring out your pen and your journal and note that down. What am I carrying that feels heavy? What am I carrying that feels heavy? I want you to note that down. I'll be playing music in the background to help you indeed relax. What am I carrying that feels heavy? 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 The second prompt that I have for you, what do I need to release today? What do I need to release today? What do I need to release today? I want you to note it down. What do I need to release today? The third question, where does my heart need comfort and clarity? Where does my heart need comfort and clarity? I want you to note that there are no right or wrong answers. Whatever comes to your mind, just write it down. Whatever comes to your mind, just write it down. I want you to know that your heart speaks, and let it speak without judgment. Let your heart speak without judgment. Let your heart speak without judgment. Let your heart speak without judgment. So I'll give you a few minutes of silence so that you can journal. Remember, there are no right or wrong answers. Let your heart speak without judgment. No right or wrong answers. I want you to begin to wrap up your writing. I want you to begin to wrap up your writing. And at this time, I want us to release whatever it is that is not serving you. So we are getting into that moment of symbolic release ritual, as it were. So we are now going to practice a symbolic release, letting go of all the things that no longer serves your peace. So whatever it is with you that is no longer serving your peace, we are going to release it at this point in time. So once again, I want you to get a small piece of paper and write in there one thing that you've written that you want to release. I want you to write it in that sheet of paper. That thing you want to release, write it in that sheet of paper. It can be a worry, it can be a fear, be a memory, it can be an expectation, it can be an emotional weight or a mental load. Whatever it is, I want you to write it down. I want you to write it down. And if you have more than one, please go ahead, write them down in that sheet of paper. Just write them down. Everything that you want to release, whatever it is that you know is not serving your peace, I want you to write it down or write them down as the case may be. And when you're done, I want you to fold the sheet of paper. I want you to fold the sheet of paper. If you have a dustbin close by you, I want you to drop it in there. That serves like your release bowl. And if you feel it's in the closet, you want to drop it, the water closet, please go ahead. Wherever you feel you want to drop it and will serve as a release for you, please go ahead and drop there. I'm going to pause for you to do that. And as you go to drop, I want you to imagine that the burden is leaving your shoulders, your mind, and your heart, and you're experiencing freedom, liberty. As you drop that paper, I want you to deploy your imagination that the burden, whatever it is, be it worry, be it pain, be it unforgiveness, whatever it is leaving your shoulders, is leaving your mind, is leaving your heart. Then I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale the weight. So take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I would like you to do a little more of releasing. And we're going to do this by gentle movement of our bodies. So one thing I want you to do is sit upright. I hope you can see me. I'm sitting upright at the moment. And I want you to roll your shoulders back. Roll it back and then forward. So roll it forward, roll it backward. Your shoulders backward and you roll it forward as well. Then I also want you to take a slow circle with your neck. Make a slow circle. You want to release all the burdens. Reverse again. Thank you. And I want you to place both hands over your heart for a moment. Place your hands over your heart. Let your chest feel the warmth of your palms. Be silent so that you can feel your breath as well. While you're doing that, placing your hand on your heart just for a moment. Let your heart feel the warmth of your palms. And also for you to feel your breath. Then I want you to gently shake out your arms and your hands. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let all the tension in your body, let it fall away. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And what you're doing is you're allowing your body to release what your mind has carried. Shake it out properly. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Good. How do you feel? I want you to go into the chat and tell me how you feel. Let me hear from you. How do you feel? Before we go into a guided visualization for renewal, how do you feel? For those of us who are online, how do we feel now that we have released all the tension from all the places? You've rolled your shoulders back and forth, your neck, and you've shaken everything out. How do you feel? Let me hear from you in the chat. Let me hear from you in the chat. Let me hear from you in the chat. How do you feel? How do you feel? I'm waiting to read from us. I'm waiting to read from us. I'm waiting to read from us. Okay, let's go. So at this point in time, I'm going to guide you through visualization for renewal. I want you to please close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. I want you to please close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. And I want you to imagine yourself walking through a garden, not just an ordinary garden, a peaceful garden. I want you to imagine yourself walking through a peaceful garden. The air is fresh, the atmosphere is calm, and you feel so safe. The air is fresh, the atmosphere is calm, and you feel safe. And ahead of you is a gentle light. It is warm, it is soft, and welcoming. And as you walk towards that light, it wraps around you and it fills you with clarity, it fills you with comfort and with peace. Now I want you to further imagine that you are meeting your healed self, that self that is free of those things that you have released tonight, that self that is stronger, that is calmer and wiser, and that self smiles at you with deep compassion. And that self, that healed self of yours, places its hand on your shoulder and it's telling you you are becoming who you are meant to be. You are safe and you are healing. You're safe and you're healing. Once again, I want you to take a deep breath in and then take a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in and then out. At this point in time, I want you to slowly return back to your awareness of the room wherein you are at. Once again, I would like you to place your hand over your heart. And this time around, there's some things you're going to, read out. You're going to be taking some compassion affirmation. You can either say them out loud where you are at or quietly in your mind. And I want you to say after me, I allow myself to heal. 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 I deserve peace. Your hand on your chest, your hand on your heart, over your heart. I deserve peace. I deserve peace. I release what no longer serves me. I release what no longer serves me. I choose clarity. I choose clarity. I choose renewal. I choose renewal. I choose renewal. I choose renewal. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. We're going to take this compassion affirmations again from the top. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to heal. I deserve peace. I deserve peace. I release what no longer serves me. I choose clarity. I choose clarity. I choose clarity. I choose renewal. I choose renewal. I am enough. I want you to take one final deep breath. A final deep breath. Before we close, I would like you to write one intention. Before you close, I'd like you to write one intention you want to carry with you after today. What's that one intention that you want to carry with you after today? For example, it can be, I choose calm. It can be, I choose boundaries. It can be, I choose joy. It can be, I choose clarity. Whatever that intention is, I want you to write it in your journal or on a card. And I want you to keep it with you. I want you to write that intention. I want you to write it down. One thing I want you to do tonight is to share on this group one word that you're leaving this session with. What is that one word that you're leaving this session with? One word that you're holding on to even as you're leaving this session. It may be hope, it may be peace, it may be strength, it may be courage, it may be clarity. Just that one word that feels true for you as a result of this process that you have gone through. Please go in the chat and share with me. I'd like to know that one word that you are going with. Thank you, Olubusola Uwobodo. You said you feel better. Well done, well done, well done. Thank you for sharing that with us. What is that one word that you're leaving this session with? That's one word that you're leaving this session with. Can someone share with me on the group so that we can all learn? Is it courage? Is it strength? Is it clarity? Is it peace? Is it hope? Whatever feels true for you. Whatever feels true for you, share with me in the chat. Can someone help me? I'm trying to see. One word that you're going away with from this meeting. One word. Those of us on the call, one word. Let's just have one word going around. One word. It can be hope, it can be peace, it can be strength, it can be clarity. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in tonight. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for choosing to be courageous. Because it takes courage to release, to reflect, and to heal. Yes, Parents Block says he or she feels hopeful, fantastic. Well done, well done. Hope is very, very important. When people commit suicide or they die by suicide, it's as a result of hopelessness. So for one to feel hopeful is a good thing. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for the courage to release, to reflect, and to heal. And my prayer for each and every one of us on this call today is, may you walk out of this space lighter, clearer, and more connected to yourself. Fantastic. You're reassured. Yes. You're reassured there is hope. There is hope. And once again, I say, may you walk out of this space lighter, clearer, and more connected to yourself. Thank you so, so very much, everyone, for joining. Our session is now complete, and I really, really appreciate you all for taking time to sit with yourself for about 40 minutes. That's huge. And after now, there are a few things I would like you to add to your routine, your daily routine. Meditation, that's part of it. Journaling, those things that come to mind, you experience daily, and even the things that you desire to see in the future, write them down. Journaling is very important. Meditation is key. Moments of silence. You can start with 5 minutes, move it to 10 to 15. Moments of silence. Moments of silence. I can see Usola Wokudu says, oh, I can see Vision Guide says, I'm reassured. I can see Parent Blog saying, hopeful. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Our session is now complete. Thank you once again for choosing yourself tonight. Thank you once again for choosing to show up here, to release, and to allow yourself be in a better space. And until we come your way again with the evening of healing, I say stay flourishing, stay living, loving, laughing, thriving, and blooming. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love from me to you. God bless you.